All right, everyone. Welcome to the 2024 Masters Cup. This is round one, back 12 coverage here. We've got Shasta, Criss, Nate Perkins. Got a great card here with played the front pretty well. No one's super hot. Ezra's on a pretty good pace, but things get a little trickier here on the back, Shasta.
Yeah, we're definitely getting to some of the teeth of the course on this little loop right here. Starting with course 13, this is also affectionately known as the windchimes, because on this tree up here, left of the basket, there's actually a wind chime dangling. It's been there for decades. It's amazing. It's stood the test of time.
This is just a classic hole here, and if that has the height, you know, I don't. We're not keeping track, but that might be the third or fourth love tap there.
He's getting the best finishing love taps for his shots for sure. Like I said, he's throwing the good shots, but then
no, it was clean.
Yeah.
It might have been at 50. Now it's at 30.
This is common. You want to do this like little bit of a flex shot, and it's a very soft shot because it's so easy to sail along.
Yeah. Fading out a little early for Miranda.
There's quite a bit of drop going down, so it's difficult to get the speed right. This is looking good from Jacobs.
Yeah,
Hold on a little bit.
I like this a lot to kind of control the distance.
See, he just any lower, he would have caught those guarding in trees. I love this. This is one of my favorite holes at De La. This is just outside circle 2 for Drew. Gives it a legit bid.
All right. Jacob Blair a little short. Let's see what Ezra's left with. Down the hill. Oh, it's clean.
Yep.
No fear on that putt.
No fear. He's been capitalizing on them. This is definitely a good one to get.
6 through 13. He is on a decent pace.
Yeah. Especially with all these. These are basically all the longest and hardest positions out here at De La. These fellas tapping in their pars. Chandler, the always gentleman. That was the previous hole. Refrigerator, the chimes. Actually, it's also known as the kitchen. And this one, known as I-5. A lot of our holes out here at De La have nicknames. This one's called I-5 because it's usually a common score on this position. This is actually
Is that why? I always thought it was because there was a traffic jam like Interstate 5.
And you know, I think it's one of those ones that can have multiple meetings like that.
That's
what kinda
so
makes it a
funny.
good
I always thought of the Interstate.
No, but when people get that score, they love to say I-5.
Okay.
You know, and I think that's more of what it came. But then with that, because this is, with all the tight fairways we have, it's one of the few ones where you can open up.
And Ezra didn't seem to love that, but that lower left side's a little more cleared up this year, it seems.
Yeah. If he doesn't go all the way down the canyon, you actually have a really nice look at the basket from down there.
And so since we're playing all longs today, they've moved this one back, and it's actually one of, 2 par 4s on the course?
Correct. It's about, I'd say 50, 60 feet longer than the regular position, which is always felt like a par 4 anyways.
Mm-hmm.
But we've always traditionally played it as a par 3, but this one is definitely, it's a 2-shot hole.
Yeah.
You always get this is kind of one of those lifetime achievement awards if you ever get a 2 on this hole, and you know.
Yeah, I feel like less than 5 2s on this hole ever in the long.
Right, for Masters Cup, yeah, it's always a memorable moment. I can remember actually Sexton, I think he threw it in.
I remember
once.
that one.
I don't know if it was during the tournament of the Skins game, maybe.
You know, I think he threw it in for a 3, actually.
Okay.
On this position.
All right.
Yeah, I remember that shot with the orc.
Was that the okay?
Mm-hmm. And you know who else has thrown it on this hole is Andrew Miranda on this line right here.
Right,
Shasta.
that over the top.
Yep.
Oh, he's an expert at that shot, as we can see.
Little tricky skip play here for Chandler.
Yeah, he got Right in the middle of all this. Oh, perfect.
He's got it.
That was the one to miss. Beautiful approach.
Yeah, he's clean with that. The way he gets his wrist on it.
All right. Ezra made it quite a ways up there.
Wow, this is huge.
Caught a little bit before it faded in.
Good line, at least.
Yeah. Not quite committed on that downhill putt there. All right.
Man, and he makes up for it.
He's heating up here. He's kind of definitely starting to find his groove. That was definitely a good 45-footer. This next hole 14. These are kind of two of the hardest back-to-back holes. It's another new position that they've tucked even further left to call it a par 4.
Nice look at Chandler's shot there to set himself up for the bird. That is clean. He made that gap look easy.
Yeah, he threaded the needle on that one.
And to have the speed control there. Yeah, we're flying it now. Shasta, you were just talking about it. They moved this one back and to the left.
Yeah.
And honestly, it's harder when it's a par 3 straight up there. This is a nice position hole. You get yourself in the spot, and this green has a little bit of a backstop to it. And
I agree. You really don't have to do too much to get the 3 on here. You do 2 controlled shots.
Mm-hmm. Whereas you rarely see the 2 on the other position.
Definitely. It softened the hole up compared to par for sure. This is now a birdie hole. You want to get this one. Just anything through this gap. Sometimes even players will just take this gap out of play and go over the top. Oh, Drew kind of doing in between there.
Yeah, he almost couldn't decide if he was going over or low.
It looked like he was almost looking up to bomb the hyzer, but then he went low. Yep.
Sometimes that happens when you're on the tee. You still don't know, and you're about to throw.
All right.
The other gap.
Jacob gets the inside gap there, but
This is a really tough shot here. Can't see the pin. Yeah, almost no chance of up and down.
put him in good position to save the par there, though. Yeah, this is another thing, this grass out here, it's a lot of time you would be able to get some ground play and skip up to the pin, but you have to fly it all the way there now. Kind of like that. Great shot. I was just able to get a little ground play and slide it up there. Nice touch right there by Drew, kind of giving it a floaty bid.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. I just knew. That's such a Chandler distance. He just seems so comfortable from about 40.
He instills the confidence in me when I watch him, for sure.
Right.
I think he's going to make every putt he looks at. Racking him up.
Yep, he's playing really comfortable out here. Stacking the birdies on the long positions at Daylaw. This is pretty cool to watch. Well, they kind of got through that little gauntlet, and I'd say there's another little stretch coming up where there's some birdies to be had. We're looking for the local boys, Drew and Jacob, to kind of get their round going here. That's what I'm rooting for, at least.
You know, this one does have a longer position, but I like this spot right here, just past these oak trees. And
This is the traditional long. The other one to the left is a
extended.
a little bit newer. It brings a lot of danger into the play.
Yeah. And this one is tough. And Ezra's going Not to just crash over the top, but he's going to try and get under the second group of oak trees there. And that looks pretty pure. Might have faded off a little left.
Yeah, this one, that tree on your right, you can line it up with that. That's where the basket is, right? Where Chandler's coming down right now. A little short. He'll take that. Might be a little bit of low ceiling, but about a circle's edge putt. Jacob's going for that high turnover flex. You kind of want to just crash in right above this oak. The airspace has really opened up a lot over the years. That oak tree used to be a lot more substantial. Oh, I think this is the best looking shot.
Yeah, and that's getting under it. Oh, over it still, and that's money. You
Perfect.
knew it.
Yep.
No.
Yep, you can see the sleeve right there for the other pin.
Little 4K view of the channel there.
Oh.
And that one did not receive that
No,
putt,
a
man.
little low, and it just bounced right out. Oh, he's cruising.
Wow. We're on a roll now.
Yeah, this is
Leaving the
some
card
amazing
behind,
stuff.
Shasta.
I don't really. Yeah, this is a heater. Officially a heater now. Whoa, Chandler, careful.
Chandler's like, I made the putt.
We got to clean up these.
Tripping
Yeah.
on roots. Yep. Good pick up there for Andy Miranda. Yeah, if you're going to teach the game, that's a pretty good
Such
form
a pretty
to.
form.
All right. Hole 17.
This is the northbound lane of I-5.
Okay, nice.
Coming back the opposite direction.
And we've got a semi blocking the exit here.
Exactly. We got
That
a
log.
wreck to get past. Yeah, this one's one of the longest ones out here, about 450 feet. And these pine tree on the right has been growing and growing each year.
Oh, that log
Didn't get
it-
past the wreck.
It stops so many good shots from just scooting up there, especially the roller. I think a lot of people would throw a roller here,
Well,
and the
that's-
log kind of takes it out.
It's true. It's gotten tougher and tougher to access. This pine on the right looks like it's about 20 feet tall that he's got through there. I can remember when we planted that tree when it was nothing, when the
Really?
other one died, and now it's really created quite a blocker. You really have to bring it in from the left.
And then overshadow Andrew's shot. How high he got that thing and flipped it? What do you think, torrent on that one, or
Probably
what's he
hurricane.
throwing?
I imagine
Okay,
hurricane.
hurricane,
I
yeah.
honestly don't really know his bag that much, but
Okay.
just with that flight and the throw, most DGA players lean on the hurricane or 12-speed
as their
driver.
flippy driver. Yeah.
Well, it kind of has depends on what run you get. You get all a good assortment of stabilities for a 12-speed with the hurricane, actually. Or the hypercane's the next click above in stability. Yep. This is it. This gives you about a 50-footer with a significant slope behind.
Yeah. Kind of.
Yep.
His body didn't let him
Something.
send it.
He thought he was running it, but something got in the way.
That's about as close as you're going to see on the hole.
Yeah.
That's an incredible drive, and
It's a great get. Okay, Ezra comes back to reality and gets a par. Here we go. Nice angle on this shot here.
flipping way high at the top of the flight, and then a little fade at the end, and look at this kick.
Right. Okay.
Oh,
Little love at the end.
oh
but
yeah.
He gave it the opportunity. All right, here's another one of our famous short ones out here at Daylaw. One that has two nicknames, affectionately known as Gravity or the lady. You know, it depends on what camp you're playing in.
This is just ultra classic hole right here.
It really is 225 feet downhill onto a sloping green. That it's really about landing and speed control. This looks to be perfect.
And that is exactly what he was trying to
Textbook.
do. He's not trying to go wide. He's trying to hit
Yep.
left, get the anti-skip.
Getting left of this little V tree right in front of the basket.
Oh, and Ezra's going a little bit more of that flex with that A2. And that's a fortunate result, if you ask me.
Yes.
A lot of times when that hits sharp on hyzer, that's when you see click, roll
Yeah.
down the hill.
He was definitely fortunate to only hit ground with no roots or retaining wall on that one, because they usually do send him down the hill rolling fast. Like that. There we go.
He's still got a putt. What's that, 45 right there?
Yeah, there's a nice winter log that fell down that kind of creates a little area where you still have a putt versus going all the way down into that ditch.
And that was
Yeah.
a favorable reaction
Favorable.
right there for Jacob.
Yeah. A handful of years ago when we put these retaining walls in, it really made this green a lot less treacherous. There's a lot more flat spots where you can land. But look at all those roots. Little ticking time bombs. Nice putt by Jacob. That's definitely a birdie you want to get out here.
No way.
No way. Well,
C1 miss. And that might have been 20.
yeah, he's happy it sat.
Getting the other view of the Miranda shot, and that's butter. All right, hole 19.
Hole 19.
Anaconda.
Known as the anaconda because of this root right here, right on the circle's edge, that if you hit something early, it really messes with your upshot. And if you throw a really nice shot, it can mess with your ground play trying to slide up to the pin. And this one is just right on a precipice. Basically, you have one access point. The rest of the green is just sloping away down into canyons.
And there's a few ways you can try and do it. There's two of them right there. So Andy's going wide of the tree on Andy, and Jacob, I think, is trying to go inside that tree and kind of flex it back a little bit.
That is, yeah.
There's Ezra going inside.
He went inside. You better have something stable because it, yep, there you go.
Are we?
Yeah,
Are you kidding?
there's
That's
a pattern
another
forming.
little kiss over
You
there,
know,
Shasta.
he's-
This is awesome.
Yeah, it's all, yeah. That's how you get around out here. You take advantage of all, you throw the shots and take advantage of every little kick you can.
I feel like your first tournament round at De La Viega can be the best one.
Right.
Because you don't have any of the trauma of the rollaways.
Right, but honestly, this doesn't happen. Usually it's the opposite, and people get battle wounded, and then they
Oh,
can't.
no,
Yeah.
Chandler.
Once you've had a couple of those happen out here, you tend to attack some of these holes in completely different ways.
Oh, and he's asking.
Yeah.
Oh, this is
Yeah, that's never a
this is
good
one of
sign
the
when you have
courses
to have your.
that happens at the ringing of the basket.
Yeah.
You know you're in a bad spot when you're asking for that help from your card.
When all you can see is trees and you need an audible of where to throw, yeah. Looks like just outside the circle for Drew.
Oh, and is he going down the hill too, Shasta? He
Yeah,
is.
He knew. He followed it because any error, see this. He's getting up and personal with the poison oak over there too.
You know, actually, come to think of it, I think I need to take a long shower.
Oh,
Shasta.
did you get in it today?
I think so.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, what a
great
save.
comeback. Yep, that was my first round too. I had to. Wind chimes got me. I was chugging around in the. No, actually, it was the one after wind chimes.
Gotta get
I5.
yourself some Zanfell.
Zanfil. Start with Technu first.
Technu?
Technu
the way
washes
you
it
wash
off.
Yeah.
Zanfil's better when you actually get the rash.
Okay.
It'll
Okay.
heal it quicker. It works the other way too, but it's so expensive. I'd prefer just to use Technu for the cleaning.
Tough bogey there for the Chanimal.
Yeah.
Honestly, it can get worse than that. When you roll down there, You roll down into
Oh yeah,
like a different climate.
you might.
It's a different world down there.
There's lost disc rollaways, and then
Yeah.
if you do go down to find it, you might find You're probably going to find other people's discs too.
Oh, that was further than I thought. Out there in the 50-foot range. Good save. All right, hole 20. You know, is this the root ball hole, or what's the nickname on this one now?
It used to be called chicken foot, which it still kind of works because now it's just like the biggest chicken foot in the world, I guess, with this tree that's fallen down.
That root's right in the money zone.
It's in the sweet spot.
Do you think the play is to the right of it now and just a little more stable?
Honestly, yeah, I do. And then just that line a couple meters right.
Yeah.
You'll also notice that this oak tree is kind of turned into this branch that's in the other sweet spot that Drew is just missing right here. This is great.
He likes it.
He got a little lucky on the end there, but he got the pace correct on that one.
Here's that other play, all
Yep.
riser, and there's that branch you were talking about. It's right in the money
It's
zone.
right in the perfect height.
Little recovery tee shot here for Chandler, and he's getting.
See? It's almost like you want to throw it right at it and hope you don't hit it. And it's that much in the line. Let's give it a send. All right, this is that Chandler distance.
Oh yeah,
Right?
yeah, you knew it. He was good for it.
I mean, I feel like at least a decade and a half I've been seeing that happen. I don't know how many times.
Yeah, he's probably made 15,000 40-footers in his day.
Right?
Miranda kind of catching up here to Robinson. He's going to move just 4 back of Ezra after tapping this one in. You think he's going aftershock there?
Yeah, that white disc that's a first flight aftershock.
Cool.
Yep, I can tell by the
That's
stamp.
becoming a pretty popular mold. I always knew you to throw those green ones.
Yeah.
And Cole Wardallin started throwing the green one
yeah.
at Ledgestone, and
Yeah.
now that one's like tough to find, huh?
Oh yeah, those green limeys, those are the most sought after aftershocks for sure. It's the prized possession. If anybody has one, they're saving it for somebody special.
21, there is a position up on the hill we've seen in years past, and this one's kind of that mid position, still a big shot.
Yeah, I'm actually, I'm a little bit surprised. This is kind of the Masters Cup long pin. It's pretty much the only time we use it, but they opted not to this year, which is fine. This is still a great location.
It's a good pump.
A lot more of a birdie hole though for these guys.
Mm-hmm.
They're kind of chomping at the bit, trying to get it in the circle on this one.
Kind of plays like 400.
Yeah. Yep, kind of a 400 little flat hyzer. Just get it high enough to get over this oak.
That's got it. Now just sit. Oh, and the quality roll.
Well,
that's bullseye.
Yeah, perfect ground play. This needs to swing. Oh, perfect.
Oh, yeah.
Good shot.
No problem for Jacob. Plenty of D.
It's like a step or two outside the circle for Chandler. Gives this one a little jumper. Boom. Chalk another one up.
Are we potential star frame here? Oh, yeah, we are. Miranda kind of getting on a little roll here.
Right,
on the
he was
back.
putting down at the basket there too. That was a nice pickup.
It's a good star frame.
It really is.
I wasn't gonna say.
I don't know. Is that the first one you've had?
There's not a lot of star frames on
Right,
this hole, just
yep.
period. Guys are just flipping this D1 up. I remember watching JB sink like a 55-footer on this hole in the playoff. Shasta, you remember that one?
Oh, heck yeah, I remember. It's another one of those famous JB moments.
That was classic. In front of the home crowd. Here we go, up the hill. When I see this hole, I think of the Nate Doss ace because I can hardly imagine that moment. But what do you think of when you think of this uphill hole right here?
Nate Doss ace.
Yeah. Didn't Doss ace this one against Barsby at the Masters Cup?
No, it was hole 21, which is one we actually don't play.
Okay.
I mean, I know numbers can get a little confusing because
Yeah,
we renumber
okay.
for the
I
tournament.
always thought it was this one, and I'm like, I just can't see it. This is such a hard ace.
So there's the 5-hole loop in the parking lot that we have quite a few years now we haven't been using for the Masters Cup, and it's the second one of those. That was the one. This one I remember Tom Schott used to put on a nice money skins game. And it was a pretty flat skins event, I remember. It wasn't too much fireworks happening. And then Felbrick stepped up and aced this one.
Wow, in this position?
In this position.
Wow.
It was a beautiful thing.
And you can see just how hard of a birdie is. And this is what happens when you kick right. You're over here where Jacob's at. And this is a tough up and down, honestly.
It really is.
And that's a good shot.
Yeah, this one has a lot of teeth. It's such a... Oh, sit.
You almost got another one. Almost a circle 2 turkey right there.
Uh-oh. Looks like... Oh, okay. I thought he was getting something to get his disc out of the tree, but he's just getting it out of his way. It's so common to get caught in your trees. People bring some bamboo from their property out here to leave them on the course for you to poke them out.
Really, just the second miss putt of the day.
Yeah, a lot of chains. Nice save there by Jacob. Yeah, I think that was all pars on that one. That's a pretty calm. Oh, excuse me. That was his. Oh, that was his par bogey.
All right. Up on the spine here, we had a little bit of headwind here on this day, and they moved this one back, and this is now one of the tougher birdies on the course. 500 feet. I mean, dead straight.
Yes,
It's a big ask.
Danger on both sides. Oh, for sure.
And a lot of these players are actually going to play it for par. Here we go.
Yeah.
Miranda just going mid, and can't really blame him. I don't think there's going to be a lot of birdies on this hole, period.
No, this one really narrows up on the last part of the hole, too. So, let's see. Chandler's, he's, oh, gosh, hopefully hit a little something. Once you slide off that left side, it's treacherous.
Yeah, punch through. That'll work. And parking the old...
Yeah, you can see the
pin.
sleeve for the traditional pin. Looks like Ezra's taking a driver.
Oh, just barely flipping up too much into the oak. Also parking the shorty.
Yeah, I wish I had some stats in front of us. I'm curious if there was any twos on this hole. Didn't do my homework on this one.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know, pending a toss in here. I'm going to guess 0. We'll wait for this shot right here. Jacob's our last hope. And I've got it right here, Shasta. There were 0 twos
There were 0
on this hole in the MPO division.
Of course, Nate does his homework. Good job. Yeah, it's also one of those ones where I could see somebody maybe not having the best round and just sending it on this hole, just to kind of get one of those bonus birdies. But yeah, obviously, if there was no birdies, a par is going to get you strokes on this one.
Yeah, Chan giving one back right there. Probably one of the most iconic holes in the game still.
Yep. A lot of it is because of this view right here. The beautiful Monterey Bay. Top of the world, we call it.
Apparently every person in the entire world, Shasta, saw the Northern Lights. I don't know if you got to catch them on Friday, but if you were standing up here on this hill, you could have seen the Northern Lights in Santa Cruz.
I didn't even know if that was a possibility.
All the way down in L.A., in Florida, there were Northern Lights, and
wow, no, I missed it.
yeah, I missed it too, man.
I was in bed.
Well, hopefully you guys listening at home got to catch those Northern Lights, because I'm having mad FOMO still.
Right. Wow. I'm having FOMO on being able to throw the disc like that.
And that's wide of that pine. Not too many people are going wide of that pine.
No, that was a huge hyzer. That is definitely not the standard play, but maybe it is for these guys right now.
Yeah, Jacob likes it as well. There must be a little right to left out there.
Beat that. Oh, yeah. Excellent.
C1.
Yep, right on the edge.
That needs a little wind aid.
Right. When you have this much power, this is definitely a very safe way of attacking this hole. It's very hard to reach the road or the parking lot. It's a little bit more of a stand. Oh, that's going to actually probably get out of there. Oh, no. Okay.
You know, this can get a little tricky right here. He's just, 250 out or something, but enough of a slope.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
probably a
No
place
problem.
he has never been before. There's so many places he can land on this hole. True. Right.
What a way to finish the round.
That's a crowd pleaser.
And he gets back to 8.
Nice.
That's a good score.
Yeah,
After the shaky start, the 3-putt back on 3, that was way to finish.
His spirit never changed. He looked like he was enjoying himself the whole time. He's becoming getting a lot of experience at De La, and that's how it is. It's always going to be a long battle. You just got to stay in it to the end. And picked up some nice birdies there. That was great.
Good finish for Jacob as well. I know he plays this course really well, and that's not really the number he was looking for, but respectable.
Yeah, everybody got a respectable round here.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to go over par here.
For
No
sure.
matter how good of a player you are, you can get day-lawed over and over again and have a bad day out here. Taking a look at the leaderboard there, Ezra finds himself at the top, and we got some locals. Max and Chandler Kramer played this course all forehands, also shooting a 9. Josh Anthon is going to join us there on the lead card tomorrow.
Yeah.
Shasta, some new names up there though.
No, they're new names, but they're all names I recognize. We got some locals. Max, he's a De La local. Trent Somerville, I think he went to school at CSUMB. Andrew Miranda is almost becoming a local. This is really cool.
All right.
And tomorrow we'll be off to Pinto Lake, a completely different track, but another one designed by our beloved and infamous Tom Schott. Thanks for everything you've done for the sport, and I know that something we hadn't mentioned yet, that this is the 1-year anniversary of us losing our beloved John Baldwin. He was such a staple at the De La Viega Disc Golf Club and this Masters Club tournament, and part of this is the first annual memorial tournament for John Baldwin too. I know his mom and sister came out to be a part of the festivities and see all of his friends and be part of it. And we all miss him, but we're celebrating his life. We all know that he's still here with us. We're still getting birdies for you, John. We love you, buddy.
All right, Shasta, thank you so much for sharing that. How cool that his family came down for the tournament here this weekend.
Yes, it's we're lucky. I'm so lucky to grow up here in Santa Cruz. So much tradition. There's so much pride in this tournament, and like I was saying before, everybody really came together to make this tournament shine no matter what. And luckily we got the sunshine this week. Thank you so much.
All right, guys, we'll see you over at Pinto Lake here for round 2.